is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, Uncrafted here, and this is a DC Legends video. In this video, I'm going to give you my top 10 toons in the game, and I haven't done this list in a while because like doing it every month was just kind of like, I'm really like just replacing one or two, but this was like right before the Black Flash like campaign to knock Black Flash out of PvP by the developers of WB. So the list has changed up a bit, and I have to be honest, like I've made the list like twice, and it ended up different. So I'm thinking that's coming from like, I still believe like PvP has never been this balanced. Part of it is probably because I am in game and I have a lot more toons 7011 than I did 3 years ago. But also there is a dominating force, but that dominating force isn't as dominating as Black Flash was for all that time. So in any case, we're going to get into the top 10. I'm going to announce the winner of the second round of the DC Legends Ultimate Kit Challenge. And then I'm going to go into a mailbag and then answer some of your, or talk about or answer some of your comments, questions, whatever. So before we get into all of that, I drop DC Legends videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday when I don't have a stupid, ridiculous schedule. So please like, please subscribe. And if you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. So sorry for the interruption. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and go and announce the winner. I have to be just frank. This one wasn't even close. It was Talia Ghul versus Eugene Choi, and the winner by 87.5% of the vote is Eugene Choi. So that means that Eugene Choi, Tootytron, will meet Overtone in the final. Overtone has the rework kit for Ravager, and Tootytron has the kit for Eugene. So I'm going to read the kit for Eugene. I'm going to read the kit for Ravager. Then I'm going to go right into the top 10 list. So final round of the Ultimate Kit Challenge is going to run for a week and a half just because I got late this week. So I'm going to run it for a week and a half. So you guys, please vote. Please vote. Check the link in the pinned comment below or in the description. Vote for who you think has the best kits created by you guys, the viewers, or the subscribers, I should say. So we have Eugene, Affinity, Mystical, Gear, Special Striker, Speed 116, Fire Guns, 1 light damage attack on target and 1 light damage attack on a random enemy. Gain 3 crit chance ups. Hadouken every time I'm going to do it. Heavy special damage to the target. Apply 4 crit damage downs. Legendary, gain death immunity. This is awesome. Give 40% shield to all allies and gain 3 and ups. Legendary, all of Eugene's attacks until the end of his next turn cannot miss. Shooter game, Eugene gains a crit chance up at the end of every enemy turn. Anytime he gets attacked, he uses finger guns for each hit chance up and then purges them all. Legendary. This effect also triggers when a Shazam family member is attacked. I'm so good at this. At the beginning of Eugene's turn, gain True Sight. If an enemy is taunting, apply 2 int downs to enemy team. So there you go. There's Eugene. And now Overtone. Let me go ahead and scroll this up a little bit. I am going to read Overtone's remarks because his is a rework kit. Tootytron's is just a brand new kit to introduce a new character. So, remarks. Ravager's original kit was really self-centered, as only she could avoid taking damage with her ability to see the future. She still has a mouth, however, so she can warn others. So, the main idea was to improve the odds of getting damage immunity and giving it to her teammates as well. Since she is not at the power level of my commonly used toons, I cannot compare her stats well. However, since she has the highest strength of all toons, or 10th highest strength of all toons, I think she doesn't need a boost for that. So, kit, Death Barrage. Apply 2 light damage bursts to an enemy, 50% chance to do a 3rd damage burst. Legendary, gain 5% true heal for each burst. Exploding Canister. Damage to all enemies, 35% extra chance to apply Silence for 1 turn to each enemy that gets hit. This is a 35% chance for each individual toon. That's him just kind of clarifying that. Then Legendary, gain 2 strength ups for 1 turn per enemy that gets silenced. Previously, it was per enemy that was already silenced. So it's giving it to you after the fact. Ravage, heavy damage to an enemy, ignore shields, and deal additional 150% damage if the target is below 25% health. That is overkill. Legendary, if the target is killed, use Ravage on a random enemy. Silent Strikes passive ability, 45% chance to silence for 1 turn the target each time Ravager deals damage. Legendary, start the battle with 4 strength ups. Heritage, passive ability, 100% chance, that was 65%, to change damage immunity, to gain damage immunity, a 0 turn damage immunity, at the beginning of an enemy turn if that enemy is silenced. Legendary, 50% chance to apply damage immunity to the rest of the team as well, all or nothing for each individual member of the team, like with exploding canister. So, those are the kits. They both look pretty awesome. I'm going to be real about it. Vote for the one that you think deserves to win that $50 grand prize. The winner of this round will receive $50 towards the web shop of their choice. I've just have to figure out which one, where there's Amazon, the Apple Store, Google Play, whatever, towards the web shop of their choice. So there is that. Please vote. Pin comment in the description. Now we're gonna get into the top 10, but before we do the top 10, here are some honorable mentions, and these aren't even all the honorable mentions. Like, it's so ridiculous. You have Cheetah and you have Martian Manhunter. I've gotten a little bit more into Cheetah lately, given some of the strength up tunes that I have been using. So, and her turn meter is still a big deal. It's still very nice to have. Yara Flor, she's in there just because I don't think she's in the top 10, maybe not even in the top 20. However, I have started to use her. I think she's a great tune that's worth investing in, an awesome AoE damage dealer. Martian Manhunter, maybe I should have put him in the top 10. Maybe I should have put Cheetah in the top 10. Like, if you guys want to argue that they should be in there, I can't call it. Y'all, I'll let y'all be the final judge on that one. I can't call it. But still an amazing tune. Turn meter up. The debuff immunity that he gives on his A2, the awareness at the beginning of battle is incredible. Supergirl, not sure she should be in the top 10 but she has devastating damage. That A1 hitting twice once you have crit chance or crit damage downs, all that jazz. Like, she is absolutely incredible. Now, to go into it, we are going to go now number 10. Number 10 I'm putting here basically out of spite. He's higher than number 10, but because I'm so happy that he's out of the game, not out of the game, but not the king anymore, is Black Flash. He could definitely be up higher on this list, but this is me kind of just spitting in his face. Like, I'm so glad you're not the king of PvP anymore, that I know I have to put you in the top 10, but you can be number 10. So I'm only putting him there because I have to, basically, in my mind. Now remember, guys, this is my top 10, highly subjective, and even more so now. And honestly, as I read it, I could redo this list again. Like, it is what it is. But, so, going back, number 9. She has hit PvP by storm, and she is the reason why you need debuff immunity, and I am talking about Dr. Poison. Her AoE attack is incredible. In fact, I'm going to read it just again, just because it's just so... 10% damage to all enemies and apply 3 bleeds. 10% true damage. Apply 3 bleeds, additional light damage to enemy team per bleed on team can't miss. Like, that is nuts. And that light damage per bleed on team, if the team has a whole lot of bleeds, it's not light damage anymore, right? So she's incredible. Absolutely love Dr. Poison. So in at number 9, sometimes I put her in one of my special ramp teams that I had Starfire in, and I still use Starfire when the enemy team is mostly physical. But if the enemy team is mostly mystic, then I'll put Dr. Poison in that position with Lex at lead. Then you have Hippolyta to give those int ups. And you have Red Robin to give the turn meter to Lex, so that way he's giving more int ups, he's giving more overheal. Hippolyta gives those int ups, and then by the time you get to Dr. Poison, who is special damage, she's wrecking people with that AoE if she wasn't already. So, in any case, let's go ahead and go back. So now number 8. Where's number 8? Because let's see, I've even like scribbled it out. Number 8, yo. Maybe he shouldn't be number 8. Number 8 might be highly debatable. And that would be Darkseid. Darkseid, his passive ability is still boss. Like, the 75% chance for all enemies to have a call assist on themselves. And then his A1, like he works just as well off lead as he does on lead. And sometimes he's just better off lead. He gives himself 4 in-ups whenever he does his A1, and then he attacks twice on that A1. Like, he's absolutely incredible. Still hits like a truck. So, I mean, yeah, I'm going to have him at number 8. Now I'm starting to think, like, maybe I should have put Martian Manhunter at number 8 and put him in honorable mentions. I don't know. All right, but I'm going to leave him at number 8 because I do still think he's an incredible toon. And I do use him now more than I use Martian Manhunter because of some of the toons that are coming up next. But in any case, next, who is number 7 on the list? She has had a resurgence in value given the buff-heavy meta that we have now, and that is Wonder Girl. Wonder Girl, like, given the fact that we have, like, Terra running around, Barter running around, Soups now with a whole bunch of buffs. Like, having Wonder Girl and using her is sometimes key if you want to get past certain elements of the game. She's not as devastating with that whip as she used to be, at least for me back in the mid-game, back when I was in my mid-game days. But she can be, and if you pair her with Killer Walk and give her empowered strength ups, then when she starts cracking that whip out of turn, it's even more devastating. So I'm going to put Wonder Girl at number 7. Like, I have this stupid, like, eating smile on my face because I'm sitting here like, all this stuff can be debated. Like, all of it, every single bit of it. If anybody was like, yeah, no, that's not true, that's not good, I'll be like, oh yeah, you're probably right. So now in at number 6. Number 6 is going to be Lex. His value has surged above Martian Manhunter's a little bit because part of Martian Manhunter's, because I used to have Martian Manhunter as a better lead, but now I use Martian Manhunter less than I would use Lex. And that's because Lex still has that overheal, still has a turn meter manipulation whenever anybody buffs. But on top of it, part of the thing I didn't realize is that Martian Manhunter's value was partially connected to Black Flash, and Black Flash's ability to, like, just basically turn meter lock an entire team. So that kind of diminished his value once the turn meter meta kind of went away. Turn meter down when meta went away. So now Lex's value has surged once again. So giving those int ups, giving that overheal, giving that turn meter up is absolutely incredible at lead. So we'll go back, and now at number 5. Did I have number 5? Okay, yeah, I have number 5. Number 5 is a must-have, and I really wish that I had her at RB1 at least, and that is Terra. Terra is absolutely a must-have now, especially with Dr. Poison out there running around. You have that debuff immunity, then that kind of protects you against her. The agility ups helps protect you against physical damage. She is still a boss toon in this game. And helps you deal with a lot of the stuns, bleeds, and everything that's kind of running around now. Like, even with Riddler, Riddler is a beast, but he is not the beast that he could be because Terra exists. And, I mean, you can say the same thing about Green Lantern Hal Jordan, but she just does everything he does, but better and off lead. So, now we will go ahead and go to number 4. Have to put her in because she is the best taunter in the game. On that list I wrote, like, last time, I didn't have her on the list, actually. And then I redo the list, and now she's number 4. Like, that should tell you how much balance and how indecisive I was about all of this. So, anyway, Barda, still the best taunter in the game. You touch her, and then she procs her A2 again. All those stamina ups, helping your team's HP pool go deeper and deeper and deeper, making everybody in your team harder to kill. So absolutely love Barda, and she's still, and actually maybe I'll get her back in her other skin. All right, so Barda in at number 4. Now number 3. Number 3, I did not intend for him to be this high. But then after I made the list, like, because what I do is I'll write the names down first that I think should be in the top 10. And then I'll number them, and then I'll go back and reread the numbers and reread the ones that didn't make it, and then, like, do it all over again. And that's how I typically do my top 10. And originally I had him in at number 10, number 9, until I decided I wanted to kind of, like, get Black Flash, make sure he's at number 10. But it's kind of undeniable how valuable he is on and off lead, and that is Aquaman. He legitimately changed the PvP meta, brought down all the turn meter down. Turn meter down is still out there, still you can still use it, it still exists, and that's the other plus. He changed the meta without becoming the meta himself. He didn't, like, absolutely destroy everything about PvP and become the new king. It is that he just added balance to everything. I'm seeing different leads on my PvP board all the time. I can't just sit there and do one team. And actually, that may not be 100% true because there is one team that I do build with him that I call my Go Second team. If you've watched any of my previous videos, where you have him at lead, Barda, Terra, and then Spectre as the quote-unquote damage dealer. And with that team, nobody can crit. If you give us turn meter down, then he's going to give us turn meter up and reduce the turn meter of your team. Stamina ups there for Barda for the rest of the team. Deepen the HP pool. Agility ups from Terra. That makes it more. That makes us less susceptible to physical damage. Plus the debuff immunity means that you guys can't really make us bleed, can't stun us. And then Spectre's there just to wipe you guys out. So he is key to my Go Second team. The more I think about it, but he himself, I can make 100 other teams. He can be on lead, off lead, because that turn meter manipulations is just a passive. It's not a leadership ability. So he's absolutely incredible. He's changed things. I'm absolutely in love with using Aquaman, and I just took him RB1. And this, I don't. He looks like such a douche like that. I prefer the beard, chopped off hand, saving his son. That's what I'm talking about. So now on to number two. Number two, I did not intend for him to be at number two. I really didn't. But he's changed so much, and he can be so devastating that I mean, if you guys want to debate it, you can, but I do use him a lot, and I'm having fun using him, and that is Superman. Superman, he is a great taunter. He's a great turn zero taunter now. He hits like a truck. He gives himself death immunity, damage immunity. He purges all buffs at the start of his turn, 85% chance. Like, he is absolutely incredible right now, like in this game. And I would love to pair him with Kilowog. However, part of the problem with him and Kilowog together is the fact that he'll put damage immunity on himself, so he's not taking any crit shots, so he's not getting any empowered strength ups. But other than that, he does pair well just getting those strength ups. You can make him your taunter slash damage dealer and then just put support around him. Just have a bunch of support and heal around him, and you're good to go. So that is Supes in at number two, and I guess you guys can guess who number one is. That is Spectre. He very quickly took the place of king of PvP once Black Flash went down. If you haven't run into him, if you don't know why he's number one, I don't know what to tell you. Like, everything about his kit works so well together. He has now become obnoxious. I do try to refrain from using him, although I do still have a lot of fun using him. I do enjoy using him a lot, but sometimes he feels like a cheat code. It was like Black Flash before, but he feels like a cheat code. If I'm having a problem with a certain team and I can't get past it, and I really don't feel like going through it, I will just put Spectre in with whoever and end up winning at the end of the day. However, he isn't what Black Flash was, so he isn't dominating PvP. You're not seeing him on every team and on every board, but he is probably the most frequently used, now that I think of it. He's probably the most frequently seen in PvP. So that is my top 10. It goes number 10, Black Flash. Number 9, Dr. Poison. Number 8, Darkseid. 7, Wonder Girl. 6, Lex support suit. Number 5 is Terra. 4, Barda. 3, Aquaman. Yay, Aquaman. First time I've ever said that in my life. Number 2, Supes, and number 1, Spectre. So let me know your top 10. Put them in the comments below. Tell me where I'm wrong and stupid, because I'm wrong and stupid on most of this stuff. So go ahead and let me know. Put it down there below. And then I'm going to go ahead and go into a little bit of a mailbag. I saw a couple of interesting comments, actually. And apologies, like I always say, for not being able to get to all of your comments. But the love is there, and I really, really appreciate the comments. So first is from Chuck Nitty. He has 2, actually. But the first one is, who would you use against Martian Manhunter as lead alongside Starfire and Black Flash? Just wondering, my brother. This was on the Indigo 1 in-depth. Well, first of all, Aquaman would have to be on that list. I don't know if you were talking about just... See, here's the thing. I don't know if you're talking just in terms of just farmable. So, like, if you have Aquaman, then I would definitely put him on there. If not, and you're looking for a farmable option, then you're going to look at, like, Harley Quinn, just because the chance of evasions, the chance of those evasion ups, Black Flash misses on those evasion ups, and then she'll retaliate and hopefully take out Black Flash. However, that will probably set off Spectre. Like, you're in a difficult way here. Then on top of having Aquaman, I probably put Lady Shiva in there to one-shot Spectre before he gets a chance to get going. If you don't have Lady Shiva, the other alternative I use to get rid of Spectre is Batman CC. The only issue you have to worry about there is if you have, is that they all have awareness because of Martian Manhunter. Kilowog, I would toss in there as well because I can give the turn meter down to Spectre. Oh, by the way, at lead here, it would be Cheetah. Just because you're trying to match the turn meter. And even if Black Flash gets a chance to go, like, how do I put this? You're either going to do it one of two ways. You're going to do it where it's going to be like a go second team, like I described before, with Aquaman at lead, and then maybe a Barda or a Harley Quinn, depending on your roster. That's the problem. I need to see your roster to tell you how you need to build it. Then you would have Tara to help protect against physical damage, and then whatever damage dealer you want in the meantime, Spectre if you have them. But at the same time, if you're not building a go second team, let me back out of here real quick. If you're not building a go second team, then it's kind of difficult to match up if you don't have Black Flash. If you don't have Black Flash, you can use Cheetah, Harley Quinn. Hopefully Harley Quinn will get back at Black Flash for attacking. Cassandra Cain is also good in that situation as well. If you have Dr. Poison, yes. The other issue with Dr. Poison is that she's going to go after all of this, which means you have to have Harley Quinn or have Aquaman as well. The key to this right now is Aquaman. Other than that, build an evasion up team. Actually, let me check and see if there's anything else I can give you. Any other recommendations I can give? I'm trying to think mostly on the physical side of things. Let's see. Azrael's always nice with Barda. Poison Ivy gonna do a video of her today. She's not an option. Don't take it that way. Green Lantern, Emerald Knight. No, not really. Harley Quinn, I would say if you have Riddler, drop Riddler in there because they don't have any debuff immunity. So at this point, part of what you're probably going to do is try to aim towards debuff immunity. I do like using Bane in this situation if you're mid-game and then have maybe a green or a mystic taunter. I would say a mystic taunter because of Starfire, Spectre, and Black Flash. That way you keep Martian Manhunter off of Bane until Bane has a chance to ramp up. Put in your own Star Sapphire. Give Bane overheal so he can start doing those out-of-turn attacks against Starfire, Spectre, and Black Flash. Build your team as tanky and as beefy as you possibly can. So right now I'm looking at Bane as well with Star Sapphire to overheal him. Having maybe Grundy in at the Taunter if you have Grundy. And then on top of that, at lead, probably still have Cheetah. That's like some of my recommendations for that. So I hope that helped you out. I really do. Then next, Dr. Poison's Bloody Grenades definitely ruins lives. It does, man. And if you don't have her to try to go at this with like Aquaman, then I don't know. I have to see your roster. I really have to see your roster. That comment was also from Chuck Nitty. Demo Dougie, I have zero problems with Arcus, but number one, this is the comment on my top 10 energy tunes list. This was, this is like one of the videos I did with Dr. Zabaro. I need to redo this list. And in fact, I have some vacation days coming up. So I'm going to be redoing top 10 energy, top 10 physical, top 10 mystic. Somebody also gave me the idea of top 10 duos. I'm definitely going to do that. I still got to do my top 10 coolest costumes in the game. Definitely got to work on that. So like during those days off, I'm going to try to pump out as much or make as much content as I can so I can pump it all out while I'm back at work. So let's go ahead and drop in this one. And then we have Bokal Singh. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. In fact, I probably did. In fact, I know I did. So I apologize in any case. He says, I like Dr. Poison. Too nice. She is really nice. That was on the Indigo 1 video. Lynn Rose replied to my reply to her reply to my video about in terms of farming. And I love you, Lynn Rose. It's really long and I'm coming long on this video. So what I'm going to do is I am going to like have to do this on the next mailbag. I apologize, but it's long. And honestly, what I might do is just give you an independent mailbag because of the topic. And then somebody else is replying to you, disagreeing with you. And then somebody disagrees with him when he disagrees with you. it's a whole thing. I'll get you guys I'll get you guys in a comment later. But that's a shout out to. I'll just give you guys a shout out. Lynn Rose, Divine Fist 317, and then Diego True. So like, I see your comments. I'm going to get to them, but for right now, it's a little bit too much of an in-depth conversation. I'm already running long. So, and on the last one, Daniel Beatty on the How to Beat Cal Rayner event and the mailbag. As I enter the mid-game, getting an idea of what tunes to work on, as well as all the combinations to create, is a big help. I was having some difficulty with this event. I now have a path. So thank you for that. Somebody actually requested that style of video. The next event, I think I'm gonna try to do something similar as well. As I said before, like the main problem I have is that I'm so far along in the game that those events is not necessarily about building a synergy around a team. It's more about like I just have Beast, and so I'm just gonna release the dogs and let them take care of the event. But I will try in the future to do more for those events, just to do I'm going to go through the event, go through the team itself, which means it'll probably take a couple days for me to even make the video. Go through the team itself, go through the event itself, see what you're having to face, and then maybe build a team and its synergies based on that. Like that's the idea. That's what I'm going to try to do. So if that's possible, in fact, we have an event coming up soon, so I'm going to try to do it with her event. Tula, I believe, she's the one who's coming up now. I haven't even read the review yet. Oh. In any case, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Please remember to vote for the final round of the Ultimate Kit Challenge. The link is description, pinned comments. Thanks again so much for watching all the way through, and I'll see you next time.